my first time living anywhere for a full year. Brownie batter. Like, oh, so when is the moving van getting here? And I was like, no, it's just me and my mom. And I've been in an apartment for like 2 weeks and I already miss the road. I am absolutely spoiled. Like, hang on, I'm too tall for this. I don't really know what that whole spiel was about, but is this not like the cutest teapot that you've actually ever seen? I'll probably have more to say. Who am I kidding? I made that point pretty clear. Okay, I have in-suite laundry. I need to like calm down. There's like so many things I want to say. I guess it started with a tea kettle and it ends with, you know, this is my life now.
Welcome back to the September diaries, and after a lovely long weekend at home, I am finally back. It's just ridiculously hot.
It's so bright in here in the morning. Oh, while I wait for my water to boil, I thought I'd give you an update. So, hello. I don't think I've vlogged with short hair yet either, but I can't remember. Anyways, I cut off all of my hair. I guess we'll start there. That's probably where my last vlog would have been. And I think most of you would know this, but I did move out west for a summer contract at Moraine Lake Lodge, which was amazing. I just finished that contract at the beginning of October and drove back here. So it took 5 days to drive back. Oh, here is Ontario, by the way. Took 5 days to drive back. I say back because my family lives in Ontario, and I guess that's technically where I was living for like a few weeks before I moved out west. But if you don't know, I have lived on the road full-time for 2.5 years, so I really haven't had like a home base, well, at all. I realized, anyways, I don't even know where to start this story. I signed a lease for this apartment, which will be not my first time living in an apartment, but my first time having a lease that's for a full year. This will be my first time living anywhere for a full year because I'm crazy and I move around a lot. Yeah, this will be my first time living somewhere for a full year out of high school, which was many years ago now. So yeah, pretty exciting. I don't even know where to start. The summer was honestly crazy. I'm really glad that I did that. I did quit my like environmental job to go do this like summer experience kind of thing, and I met a lot of great people and had a lot of fun, and I'm glad that I did it. It was definitely a really hard season though, and it kind of made me really realize that I need a bit more stability. So I decided I would get an apartment that's near-ish my family, and yeah, my mom just retired, so time to just kind of like spend a bit more time around family and friends, which I haven't really done in the past few years just because I've been traveling, you know, full time. So it'll be nice to be kind of closer to everybody, all my family and friends that like live in Ontario. A lot of my friends still travel or live like quite far away, so it's not like I'm even remotely in the same city. Most of my friends are still, you know, a couple hours drive away, but a couple hours drive away for me is like nothing because again, I've been so far away for so long. So yeah, that's kind of the plan moving forward. I'm excited for you guys to be kind of along the journey. I'm excited to hopefully film more, especially just having like a solid home base and just to like get used to apartment life, which is crazy. The building that I'm in is actually brand new. I'm actually the only one who lives here. I think there's one more person in the entire building, but I'm definitely the only one on this floor and have been for my whole move-in experience, which has been like the past 2 weeks, which is also kind of really exciting because then I could kind of move in like peace. There's like a lot of things that I like am learning about being here kind of on my own and just like getting used to it. So whenever I hear voices in the hallway, I'm like, what are you doing? This is my home. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of things that I'm gonna have to get used to of not living in like my own house and actually living in an apartment. But I'm really excited. I am kind of craving a bit more stability at the current moment. I'm still job searching now because literally just moved in. The apartment's kind of like, as of yesterday, it's at like a place where I'm like decently happy with it. Like there's enough going on that I have, you know, all of the things that I need to like get through the day, you know, and there's enough decor that like looks decent. I'm filming this in like a bright white background, but there's like enough going on that I'm kind of happy to just like leave it as it is. It looks like my space. But yeah, I guess other updates for people that have been following my channel. I do still have the bus. It's currently parked at my parents' house. So love them. They're so sweet for storing it there. I will try and keep, this was the same thing when I moved into the bus. It was the same thing that I thought about with my car, which was like, I'm gonna try and keep it as long as it's realistically and feasibly possible, because both of those have such like dear places in my heart. So I still have my car. It's currently here with me now, and it's now basically my daily driver, but I also still have the bus, which still has like full insurance and everything, so I can drive at any time. And yeah, I have now winterized the bus, so it's kind of ready to be like fully stored for the winter, but I would like to hopefully take it out on like a few weekend trips and things like that, because it is and was my first home and will always be my first home, and I definitely miss it. I've literally been in an apartment for like 2 weeks and I already miss the road, but I am excited for this new chapter of kind of like, I don't know, living in one place and trying to make like a bit more of a community. Still applying for jobs, so at the current moment jobless, but that has been nice to like settle in and just kind of reflect on everything that happened this summer, because the summer was just like such a full-on contract. You were living on site, you were working like more than full-time hours, and living, you know, with the people that you were working with, so it was just like everything was full on all at once. And yeah, I'm waiting for my pot to boil for my coffee right now. I think that's enough backstory to continue, so I don't feel like I'm leaving you guys in the dark about what's been going on. Plan for today, my friend is actually coming over to see the apartment, which will be the first time that anyone that comes to see it. So I'm mainly need to clean is kind of my big goal, because not like that it's dirty, but just like because I've been building furniture and like putting up pictures and like organizing stuff, everything doesn't exactly have a place. I think by now everything mostly has a place. Like I'm kind of happy with like where my cleaning products are and like where everything is. It's just not in its final resting place, I guess. So I'm not like 100% happy with like where everything is in the flow of the apartment, but that will come with the next kind of week living here and getting used to everything. So the plan for today is to get some stuff cleaned up. All my tools are just laying on the floor. Dishes aren't put away. I've got a bunch of random stuff on the counter because I don't yet have like an entryway table. Like I would like an entryway table, because all my like keys and stuff are right now just like laying on the counter. So there's a couple of things like that that are still missing, but I do have the geckos with me again, which is good because I missed them so much while I was gone. My mom was taking care of them, so thank you, Mom. She already texted me that she misses them. So yeah, that's enough of an update. I'm gonna stop rambling. I love rambling. That's why I have a YouTube channel. What am I talking about? Okay, water's boiled. I'll see you with coffee. So if you have been around for like a little while, you'll know that I have a very consistent morning routine, and I really love mornings. Mornings are like my favorite time of the day. That's completely gone out the window. I have no routines at all, and it's not just from moving, it's from the whole summer season. So I've got a lot to kind of reset, and I think yesterday was the first day where I was like, I just need to not think that all of my habits are just gonna immediately come back, you know, after like no time, like so much time apart from them. So my goal for the next couple days is to try and build in my habits slowly, like not all at once. So I've been going to the gym fairly consistently, which is good. Today I did not book a morning gym class, but I did book one for in the evening because, you know, normally I would work out in the evening if I was going to work. Again, not working, so I've been doing like morning classes. Everything is just all over the place. But building habits in slowly, so I have been going to the gym, which is good. I have started cooking again because at Moraine, like everyone, you were like being cooked for the whole time, which was lovely and amazing, but like I really miss going to the grocery store. I miss recipe planning, I miss grocery shopping, I miss cooking, but it's like a lot to add in all at once when like I was not, you know, doing all of these things. Having said that, I have also been off of my morning routine, which is my journaling, reading, and Bible study. I haven't done that in months. And it was feeling very overwhelming to just like jump all back into it at once. So I decided to just like start slowly, like just pick up a book in the morning and sit down. Like it can just be a fun book even if you want it to be. Because usually in the morning I would journal, I would do my Bible study, and then I would read like an educational book, and then my fun book would come like later in the day. We're starting from scratch. So we're just gonna pick up a fun book, and currently I'm reading, it's on the couch. Also, don't you love this giant couch that I got? I got it off of Amazon, and it's amazing. I love it so much. Anyways, I'm reading Dance of Thieves right now, just super random because this book came out so long ago. And it's kind of like a YA fantasy, and I don't think YA fantasy is like my, you know, top genre necessarily. However, a couple of them I've really liked, and yeah, I'm really loving Dance of Thieves. I think it's just kind of like right book, right time kind of thing. I think if I read this at like a different time, I probably wouldn't have that same thoughts on it, because Powerless I didn't really love. I loved it at the beginning, and then it got like too kind of like cheesy romancy, and that wasn't a fan for me. But Dance of Thieves I've really been liking. Again, I think it's because I'm just slowly trying to build in the habits again of like things that I love. So yeah, there's so much to talk about. I feel like I missed you guys. Every time I like think about filming a video, I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be so much, and then I start filming and I'm like, wow, I love you guys and I miss you, and I'm so excited to start talking again. I need to like calm down. There's like so many things I want to say. I'm so excited to be filming again. Oh my gosh, life is gonna be great, you guys. So I got this bench at the thrift store, which is perfect because it looks perfect for my little vanity mirror setup thing. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but I am just so tall and my torso is so long that unfortunately this bench, even though it looks so short, my head is still kind of at the very top end of the mirror. But honestly, it's just for me and it doesn't really bother me that much, and I can kind of figure out a different solution later if I need to for this kind of like vanity situation. It even has a light on the little mirror. Look how cute that is. But yeah, anyway, I will figure out what to do with it earlier, but honestly not having a seat for my little vanity section was really bothering me because I didn't really have like a good solution for it at all. So I couldn't get into the routine of even just like doing my skincare in the morning either. Hello. And like I said, we're working on building habits in slowly, so trying to just get into some sort of a routine, even if it was just like sitting down and doing skincare, and putting contacts in and like having a place to do that instead of just like grabbing my products from here and like walking into the bathroom. So this has definitely made a big difference, even if I can only kind of, you know, sort of see myself in the mirror. You know what? We are making small adjustments to this apartment, but I honestly love it, and I'm so excited for my necklace isn't even faced the right way around. I'm so excited for people to see it and to actually have people over. Yeah, I just can't wait. It's gonna be so exciting to have like a place that people can come, because I think a lot of people in my life didn't really like understand the whole bus life situation. They were so supportive because my friends are beautiful and amazing and I love them so much. Like I have honestly the best friends. But yeah, a lot of them, like, that wasn't their thing. Their thing is not hiking and traveling and all of that. So it was very much like an adventure that I was doing on my own, which I loved and I wanted it to be that way. But hopefully now I can have like just kind of different connections with those types of friends, like having people over for dinner or staying over for a sleepover, but like having my own space, because obviously it's like such a big apartment which is amazing, and it's gonna be so fun to like actually invite people into this space and hopefully like meet people at my apartment building and yeah, all of the things. So let's go have a shower and then I'll meet you back here for skincare. I got this new inhaler. I think I got the prescription for it like, I don't even know, back in May, I want to say, maybe even earlier, maybe March. And unfortunately I'm on a double dose of it, which means even though it has 60 doses, I go through one every month. That's like been good because I think it has been helping, but also because I've been out of London, which is where my parents are from and that's where like all my family doctors are. Because I went to a specialist and I've been out of that city for so long now, I haven't been able to do any sort of follow-up with my new inhalers yet. So I finally just called the clinic yesterday and made an appointment in the next few weeks, so kind of like early November, to do like a separate breathing test and then like see how it's going, which I think is good. It's good to know. My asthma's been something that's just like been really bad ever since I was born, unfortunately. My parents just like didn't know what it was for the longest time, you know? And yeah, so it's something that I've like had literally my whole life. I don't know if I'll be on inhalers my whole life. My dad seemed to have like grown out of it, but he was around my age when that happened, and mine seems to be getting worse as an adult. Not worse. Actually, no, definitely not worse than like it was, but I just mean like it's not getting any better as an adult, I guess. So yeah, I'm hoping to actually get it looked at because I haven't had like any sort of assessment since I honestly don't even know, like 10 or something, and basically just like see how things are going once I go back to that new specialist. So yeah, that is my asthma update. I'm still on, I feel like I'm trying to focus on too many things at once. I'll come back to you in a minute. I've been talking a lot in this video, but that is, you know, what this is for, a little good catch up. So I'm just gonna explain what my morning is gonna look like because I think I'll just be kind of wandering around and doing different things. So just to explain what's going on here, my goal for today, as you can see, there's still tools on the ground, there's a bunch of garbage from building furniture, there's cardboard, there's even more cardboard stacked by the door right there. I have a bunch of random stuff in the kitchen. I have my dishes that are drying right now, so I need to put all of those away. I've got random stuff, like I steamed my couch yesterday because it came all like pre-packed, which was amazing for moving in, honestly. Like everyone was like, oh, so when is the moving van getting here? And I was like, no, it's just me and my mom and like her minivan. So we packed everything. Like all of this stuff was brought well, all of this stuff, no, my couch and my bed frame and my mattress were all brand new. I just ordered them all off Amazon to my parents' house while I was still living at Moraine, and I just told them like, please don't open anything. So we just brought everything. Oh, and all of the rugs were as well. So I just brought everything. Like they packed it all for me because they're lovely, in my mom's minivan. And she drove and met me here the day when I picked up my keys. We took all of the boxes out and unloaded them all in this apartment and then worked together to build basically all of this furniture together. And yeah, having said that, it was all like vacuum packed or whatever, obviously, and some of the wrinkles did obviously come out once the couch expanded, same with, you know, the mattress and everything like that, but some of them didn't. So yesterday I just went around and steamed / ironed like the majority of the couch. There's obviously still some like packing wrinkles and stuff, but that's why my iron is out over there, so I need to find a home for that too. And then other than that, there's just a bunch of random things. Like I actually have, guys, I have a walk-in closet. That is wild to me. Somehow I managed to fit all of these clothes in my tiny little bus bins, my bus closet, for the most part all of these. And so yeah, I have a bunch of clothes that are not hung up yet and are on the floor. Laundry will need to be done, but basically tomorrow I'll be doing like a whole actual clean because exciting news. My mom and I are doing a little like hiking trip together this weekend, so Sunday and Monday. So we're doing this like hiking, I think it's with like the Alpine Club, so the Bruce, like part of the Bruce Trail kind of situation. So we're doing, I think, like 15 to 17 kilometers or something like that on Sunday. So I am getting like half of my stuff packed back up in hiking to do that trip. And then on the Monday, we're taking like the repositioning cruise, like the Chichimon, which is between Tobamori and, I mean, the one that we're going is going back to Owen Sound because it's getting stored for the winter, but I think it's usually the one that goes to Manitoulin Island. I'm pretty sure. I'll fact check myself. But either way, it's being stored for the winter, so they're doing like a repositioning cruise. So then the group of us that's doing like the hike is going to get on that cruise, go back to Owen Sound, and then that's kind of like our 2-day little camping, hiking, kind of like end of summer adventure, which is really fun because obviously this summer I was living in the mountains and like everything was hiking. Like I was doing none of my normal workouts. I was hiking constantly. You were just in the mountains, and that's what, you know, everybody obviously loved to do, and that's why everyone was living there. And so yeah, it was just full of mountains and hiking and outdoors, and like my hiking body feels really good, and my like lungs even feel a bit better, especially like after being at elevation for so long. Walking up hills now, like down in this elevation, I'm like, easy, I got this. So yeah, my hiking stamina is definitely good. I'm just feeling like I'm more normal, like packing to go for a hike, because that's what I would do literally every day for 4 months. So I also need to get stuff together for that trip, basically, was my reason in saying all of that. And then yeah, I've got a few hours to just kind of put things away, and I'll do a full clean, like an actual clean of the apartment, since I haven't cleaned it since I moved in, which obviously everything was brand new, so it's not like I really had to do anything when I moved in, which is so lovely. I am so lucky, oh my goodness. But I will do like laundry. I'll actually clean all the stainless steel again because now it has fingerprints on it. Clean all the surfaces, like clean my bathroom, like all of that stuff after, you know, it's been a week and a half to 2 weeks of living in the space, so it's just about time for it. So I'll do all of that kind of stuff tomorrow, but today is more just organizing and like wiping of surfaces so it looks presentable enough for my friend to come over. So yeah, that is the plan. I'm happy that so far like it's cloudy out, but it doesn't look rainy, which is really good because hopefully we can go for a walk down by the river that's right beside me here, either on that path or kind of like around the neighborhoods and stuff, which will both be beautiful. So I'm excited for that, and that is my plan. I think I'll probably speak to you after she gets here. I'll probably have more to say. Who am I kidding? Before then, but yeah, I'm gonna just continue listening to my podcast, and that is the morning.
Living the simple life for a brand new start. Yeah, we've been moving far from the city cats that we were. Oh baby, what have we done?
Okay, this is kind of the problem that I was talking about, where like everything has a home, but like it's just not quite where I want it to be. So I have, this is like the little bench situation I was talking about, and I like it because it has this like separate like section down there beside like the actual bench part, because my drawers of this vanity are like completely full, and obviously I have like all my products up on the top here, which is how I want it. But the issue is like this is also a bedside table for me, so all the stuff that are like bedside table items, like my little sunrise alarm, my book, my water bottle, my retainer, my glasses are like in the drawer, so that's fine, but I don't have any more space in that drawer. There's a couple things like a reading light and stuff like that, like in my little, you can't even see it, my little basket down there, which is fine. But like I just don't have a place for like my laptop, my water bottle, and my book. Like they just don't have a home. Like I know that they should be here in this area-ish, but they just don't have like a perfect home, and I don't really want them on the bed. I don't know. This is kind of like the dilemma I have to just start like figuring out about the apartment, and like other random things too, like my laundry. I have in-suite laundry, guys. I actually can't. There's so many things I'm excited about. I have a dishwasher, I have in-suite laundry, I even have a little balcony out here. Guys, I am absolutely spoiled. Like, look at this. It's so cute. My little swinging chair is outside. Spoiled. I haven't figured out how to organize everything yet, so I just don't like exactly know where all my cleaning products are going. Like, I just don't have everything organized, and yeah, I think I've made that point pretty clear. Okay, let's move on.
Can we still keep our secrets? Put on a smile, close the door, let's go upstairs. They'll never know what we don't show.
I know this is not even a problem, but ever since I moved in, I've just been annoyed with, not annoyed actually. The move-in process was great because my apartment smelled so new and like fresh paint and everything, but it's just still smelled that way. And it's not even like the new smell, it's now kind of like mixed. I don't know, I don't love it. I love how new and fresh like the hallways all smell though, because literally it's just me in there. Although when I was coming back up from my car, they did have the like padding on the elevator doors again, so I'm wondering if someone else is moving in soon, which is kind of exciting and scary. I love having this place to myself, but obviously it's time for other people to move in, probably within the next like week or so. But that's besides the point. Basically, this afternoon I finished cleaning my apartment, obviously, and then my friend came over. We went for a walk and caught up. I don't even know the last time that I saw her, so yeah, it was really nice. Really nice to be like closer to them and be able to see them like a lot more often, but it was nice to have like a little catch up and like see where both of us are at. So yeah, that was good. And then I got some candles, which I'm so excited about because all their winter collection is out. So I spoiled myself slightly. But I got cookie butter truffle, which I'm so excited. I'm probably gonna like that one first. And then I got a pumpkin spice latte, which I really like because it smells like they put espresso in, like the scent of espresso, and I really like that. So it doesn't smell, it actually smells like a coffee rather than like kind of that like sweet fake pumpkin-y smell, if you know what I mean? And the third one I got is hot cocoa cream, which is their winter scent. It literally just smells like brownie butter, brownie batter. Like, it's just pure chocolate. So it's gonna be so fun to have this one lit at night, like as if I'm baking, which I do love to bake, but when I'm not baking, then like that will just smell like brownie batter. Why can I not say that word today? But anyways, she was wrapping the candles, and I usually tell them not to like waste the paper, but I actually use craft paper for like projects and stuff, so I have like a whole stash of it. So I was kind of excited when I saw her using it because it's running low on my stash, which I used last Christmas because I made handmade soap for everyone for gifts for Christmas last year, and I wrapped it in this and then put like a wax seal on it. So anyways, craft paper, it's always good to have. Oh, I also finished my laundry, so actually maybe we should unpack that and remake the bed because I washed my sheets as well. Because I'll have another visitor as soon as I come back from my hiking trip, which is just so exciting. I'm not even going to talk about it, I'm just so excited. But yeah, I'm going to get that stuff organized, light one of my candles, and then I got this teapot, which you can see, no you can't. Now what you can see on the stove there. I got it from like Lease or Value Village, I can't even remember now, but one of those like thrift stores. It's actually perfect. I wanted a teapot in here so badly because all of my like utensils and pots and pans and all that stuff, it's all bus sized, so everything is like small, which I love, but I definitely needed like a couple things that were a little bit bigger and could like fit like the apartment and the stove top better. So I wanted a different kettle because I wanted the kettle that I do have to stay in the bus. It's like a perfect camping kettle and I wanted it to stay there. And then I found this one, but it was disgusting inside, like it's absolutely filthy. So I've just been every day like scrubbing it, vinegar, baking soda, soap, heating it up, cooling it down, boiling the water inside, pouring it out, like all of that stuff, just like scrubbing it to get it off. And it is all coming off, but I have to do it in stages because it's literally just so much. And so I'm kind of doing that in stages, and it's almost clean now, which is so exciting. So I can actually start using it for when I boil water for tea or coffee. So that's wonderful, but that's something that needs to get done. And then I am going to cook dinner and watch a fun show, and that might be my night. I also actually, I do have my family had like a VR when VR like first came out. My dad got one, so it's like quite old now, but they weren't using it, and I was like, any chance I can take the VR? So I do have the VR, and I did start charging it, so maybe I should finish charging that, and then we can play a couple rounds of Beat Saber this evening, which is so exciting because I love that game. I haven't played it in so long. Yeah, happy Friday evening. So exciting. So fun to be in my new apartment as well. I'm also currently watching Clarkson's Farm, which I haven't watched for so long. I watched the first season as soon as it came out and like loved it so much, so I got my family into it, but I haven't watched any seasons since then. So right now I'm currently on, I like watched all of season 2 yesterday, so I'm on season 3 today, and yeah, it's so good. I just have always wanted to, I think I've just always wanted to start a farm. Like so many of the things in it, I found the show when I was first building the bus, and so many things in like that first season felt like me, like learning all the stuff in the bus the first time and like building and everything. And yeah, so it's just giving me so much nostalgia from that. So I am currently watching, that's my current watch when I'm not watching YouTube, but this is my current watch, and it's honestly just so funny and so fun, and all like the stuff that they get into is like a little bit crazy, but so state of where we're at is this, which if you had seen it before, literally the entire thing was like absolutely black and covered in that kind of like gray brown dirt. I don't even know what it was, but it's been caked on there pretty good, as you can see. There is still some rust, but that has also been coming out, so I'm feeling pretty good about it. Yeah, I wish you could have seen it before because this looks amazing compared to what it was, but I'm just determined to get this thing back to life and running so I can actually use it every day, because this is not like the cutest teapot that you've actually ever seen, and it matches my apartment so perfectly. It's so girly, it's so cute. I'm just gonna boil some more water and vinegar in here and let it sit for a minute while I do the laundry, because that will kind of loosen some things up. And again, it has been working, like just getting at this a few times every single day has definitely cleared up, which is so exciting, because I think a hard thing for me is like I've been able to, I don't know, my background is in environmental science, right, and in waste management particularly, and it really matters to me like the stuff that I choose to have. And I have chosen to buy a lot of things brand new for this apartment. My couch, for example, all of these rugs, my bed, my mattress, my bed frame, all of that kind of stuff. The vanity, this piece of furniture as well. So a lot of this stuff is bought brand new, which I just kind of have some mixed feelings about, but some of them I just know it was unavoidable, and I'm glad that I went that route. For example, the couch, the bed frame, and the rugs, because I was able to have them all shipped to my parents' house, packaged and not unpackaged until we moved here, and I got to build it all in this apartment. So I am really proud of those types of things. But then, like, for example, I found this table at Talese, and I almost died when I saw it. When I walked in and saw that table, I was like, that is exactly what I've been looking for like, I don't know, I think it was $13, whereas like all other new tables and even like little vanity stools and stuff like that, like I found this bench at Value Village as well, which is like $10, and cleaned it up, and like obviously it's so much better for the environment, it's so much better for budgeting and money, because obviously it's tight right now while I'm like not working, and I did kind of like plan out how this whole moving process was gonna go, and I am proud of myself with how, you know, I've been able to do it. But at the same time, I do recognize the fact that like I could have done better, and there's just little things that like maybe aren't perfect, but I just absolutely know for a fact that I can find these things secondhand and I can do better for myself, my wallet, and the planet. So yeah, there's a couple things that like, yeah, there's always room for improvement, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But at the same time, I am very, very happy with how this apartment has turned out, and the fact that I've been able to get it this way to feel like homey in such a short amount of time, I think is just fantastic and amazing. So I don't really know what that whole spiel was about, but I guess it started with a tea kettle and it ends with, you know, this is my life now. Okay, update on the night. I have my turmeric rice in here. I made kind of like a substitute for harissa sauce. I do have roasted garlic hummus, which I just bought. And then I have tzatziki, which I also bought, but I added lemon juice and extra garlic. I'm currently drinking my hazy IPA. And then I've got all the veggies here. So we've got cucumbers, orange pepper, tomatoes, green onion, and then cut up pickle. And then this is my chicken, which is cooking just with garlic and onion and like paprika and garlic, I think. Not garlic. There's garlic and everything, but and cumin is what I meant in the chicken there. And then I might even have some left over here, so I think I'll build like a little bowl, which I might either eat tomorrow or I can take on our little hiking trip with us. Which, yeah, that's how dinner is looking. I'm having a lovely night here. And I'm so excited because that harissa, like fake harissa sauce, and also this garlic tzatziki are going to be so good together, and my turmeric rice looks perfect. So I'm very excited.
I'm not amused. I don't like to see animals in pain, but they do have to learn.
Excited.
Playing house, but still waters run deeply. Could use some parental advice, 'cause we're up when the neighbors go to sleep. The kids wanna pool, go pull the curtains, renewing the neighborhood. If there's no pressure cannot be removed, then no one know what we do. Put on a smile, close the door, let's go up.
Well everyone, I think that is a wrap on today's video. If you somehow made it through, thank you so much. I love you so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Just remember, every adventure is worthwhile. Keep sharing those stories. Love you guys. Bye.